for the game? Is it too simple to say that was a mistake now that you've lost the game?
No, it's not a matter. If you feel that I feel that I do the right thing for the team, so it's never a mistake. So we have to make a selection. Sometimes you like in the game, you feel that some of the guys go inside of the pitch and change a little bit the game. Sometimes it's like that. So I think it was not a mistake because I feel that I'm always doing the best for the team in my way of.
There you can see Amorim talking about Marcus Rashford. He said on his reason to leave him out of the squad, he didn't think it was a mistake and it's the right decision. It seems like Rashford's been slowly phased out of the squad. He did say obviously Rashford will be back in training today against to prepare for the game on Sunday against Bournemouth. But will he be in the squad again? He just about put Garnacho back in the squad, and Garnacho didn't do anything in the game. With Rashford, listen, it seems like his exit is closer. Rashford has himself confirmed it. For me, it's a new challenge. Rashford wants to leave. If he wants to leave, let that happen. He can leave. But ultimately, for me, it's all about getting these little decisions correct. And listen, even if we did have Rashford in the squad, I don't think he would have changed the game. But I just want to talk about it. As every game goes on, we're learning a lot about Amorim. And I think in a game like this, he's not going to put up for the low standards. And I see in training, if Rashford is ready to be selected, I do think he will be back in the squad. But there's obviously something going on behind the scenes. And I think his exit is coming closer. It's probably just finding the club. It's probably a few details. Because the fact that he's not in the squad is very... Even if he's leaving, like, you still include him in the squad. There's obviously something going on in training. There's a lack of effort. There's something internally going on at Manchester United. So whatever does happen with Rashford, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Ruben Amorim's press conference is out later on. So we'll have to see what happens with that. We'll bring you all the quotes from that. But ultimately, it's the end of Rashford at Manchester United. We can see he's being phased out. I mean, if you can't be bothered to even put performances in training, what's he going to do in a game? And yes, I know it was a game where I don't think it would have even affected the play at all. But still, you got to look at, he's a player to have off the bench. His exit is close and he will be leaving Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts. Listen, it seems like every press conference Amorim has, I think the one leading up to the game, I think 11 questions on Marcus Rashford across two sections. I think the post-match, he got a lot of questions asked in the Man City game, post-match that. It's all going to be about Rashford because ultimately he is Manchester United. He's that player who we need. He's that player who's been in the squad. He's the academy player, done so much for the football club. But when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, Rashford will leave Manchester United. And I think, if not in January, what's going to happen with him? Because, well, Amorim keeping him in the squad until January, even though he's not 100% focused on the project. I mean, it was only a month ago where he was saying top training session when Amorim took his first session. So there's something obviously has changed. Is it that Rashford doesn't fit the system? Amorim said to Rashford he's not going to play X amount of minutes. The issue is with Rashford, listen, take away he's an academy player. He's come through all the ranks. And he's a boyhood fan. The system that he plays, is he a wing-back? No. He hasn't got the defensive ability to do there. Is he a midfielder? No, he's not going to play there. Is he an inside forward? That would be the best position for him, but he's not doing enough there. And is he a striker? We've tried him there against Ipswich and it didn't work. And we've seen Rashford at striker before, isn't good enough. So ultimately, he's one of those players that doesn't fit in the system. Now, if he's a Manchester player, which he is, or Manchester United player, he's going to want to work to get into that team. And that's something that he said. He doesn't want to cry about being left out. But I think he's kind of had enough and kind of logged out really and just said, that's it, I'm off really, because he doesn't suit the system. And yeah, it's just, I don't think he's going to thrive in the system. And as I always say, there's players, when new manager comes in, players are going to have to leave based on the system. Like, there's certain players I don't think position suit them. I don't think Mazraoui, listen, as good as he's been, I don't think he is a right wing back. Delo struggling, he has to leave, or not leave, but find someone out there. Martinez is struggling at centre back due to swift in formation. He doesn't have that much cover. There's more kind of onus on him to defend. It is very interesting to see what will happen. But on Marcus Rashford, listen, I think he's going to leave. I just wanted to do a quick couple-minute video just talking about it because there was some quotes coming out from Amorim post-game. But it's sad because I wanted Rashford to say, you want academy players to succeed, you want him to retire here. We've seen it with other players who've come through before. It hasn't ended well. And yes, people talk about Rashford being a scapegoat, Rashford doing this, Rashford doing that. But ultimately, has he done enough? No. And yeah, it's looking like the end of Marcus Rashford at Manchester United. But listen, as always, let me know your thoughts. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new. Stay tuned for more content coming up. We'll be previewing the game against Bournemouth. We'll be talking about some other individual players. Post-match post-match against Tottenham in the Carabao Cup, and then obviously the big couple of weeks. We've got Liverpool coming up in about 2 weeks. We've got Wolverhampton. I think we've got Newcastle in there as well. But yeah, that's been me talking Marcus Rashford. Let's see what happens. It is the end. Amorim has talked about he just wants to help Marcus. I don't think Marcus is really involved and doesn't really care. But let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and peace.